Hey, this is Bruce Cook, and this is going to be sort of like a remake of the last video I made about this Halo 2 that I have. I just put a new Warrior brand suicide shell on there. So, last few videos I made using my Halo 2 loader, I've had some jamming issues, so I made change since the last video. So, for a little while now, I had been using a Empire Scion Raceway and anti-freeway jam. In this thing, it wasn't the same Raceway and anti-freeway jam that I've been using the majority of videos. All the videos that I made shooting this thing are using this, firing markers at high rates of fire. I had a typical blue-colored Halo Raceway with a red anti-freeway jam that you normally get as a aftermarket upgrade. And ever since I put that Black Scion Raceway and anti-freeway jam in there, I've had jamming issues. You probably noticed if you've seen some of my past videos, I'd have to smack my loader quite a few times just to get the thing to agitate and feed. I just noticed earlier today when I was testing a marker that I was working on that the anti-freeway jam was actually trapping some of the paint balls underneath, and even after trying to like lift it up, tweak it, and all that stuff to get it to stop causing that problem, it wouldn't work. So I put the blue Raceway and red anti-freeway jam back in here. Also, one other detail I didn't mention in my last video when I featured the suicide shell, a little mistake I made when I was cutting down the feed neck on the shell was I accidentally cut into the Raceway that I had in it, and cut it down a little too short, and I made both the feed neck on the loader and the Raceway a little too short for this thing. So I threw another spare Raceway into this thing. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this on the camera, but you might be able to see the blue through this little window in my Bob Long gun feed neck. So now that's so I was basically trying to get rid of all the issues that was causing this thing to jam. I tested this earlier, and I probably put about close to a bag's worth of paint through this thing, and I didn't get a single break in here. Plus, I had to resort to a JB Weld style glue on this shell feed neck, so it would fit snug inside of my my Bob Long gun's feed neck itself. So now I don't have to worry about wobbling around and wiggling off if I get to play again. So everything seemed to work just fine earlier. I have to use up this paint before it goes completely bad. This is old paint that I pulled out of loaders at the paintball field that I work at. Rental equipment that was turned in at the end of the day. And I don't expect the paint to be good for too much longer. I mean, it's mixed paint. Some of it's soft or whatever. But I didn't get no jams earlier, so I have this marker set at 17.5 balls per second. That's what it's capped at anyways. Earlier it performed fine at 15.5, so we're just going to waste away the rest of this paint. I have over 3,000 PSI left in this tank, so should have plenty of air. So we'll see how it works. That might have just been because it was a full loader, a lot of weight on a stack of paint. I guess we might have about 2.5 loaders worth of paint here. So. Last paint, but a little less than half a loader's worth. But alright, other than a couple of smacks in the very beginning, which would be to expect since I had this thing so full that the speed feed barely even held it in. But other than that, no jams, so seems like what I did worked. So, and I'd say it was getting close to peaking at the 17.5 balls per second I had it set to, but Anyways, hope you enjoyed this short video, and I'll catch you next one.